All right. Shalom Akim, first and foremost, as always, we would love to give all the praises, honor, and the glory to Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone, GMS, who taught me this truth, and honors to the brethren in the Akim that has been pushing out this truth with all sincerity and in faith, and for Wadi Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, for allowing me to come back with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is simply going to be Being Delivered. All right. And, that's what we long for. That's what we want. That's what we need, especially in this captivity we're in. We want to be delivered from this place. We want to be delivered from the captivity we're in, be delivered from our enemies, be delivered from all them that hate us, that try to persecute us, delivered from these bodies, we want to be delivered, man, because that's really truly what we need. See, a lot of our people, they're in the mindset of being settled on their lees, being okay with whatever condition they may find themselves in. Israel's so quick to just settle and just say it is what it is, but that is not us, not us. So, all right, we want this place to be destroyed, man. Also, we want to be delivered from the destruction to come. There's a lot of many things that we want to be delivered from, which when we go into this word definition of deliverance, or definition of delivered.
Here's the definition of deliver. Bring and hand over a letter, parcel, or ordered goods to the proper recipient or address.
All right, let me see. Definition of deliverance.
Here's the definition of deliverance. The action of being rescued or set free.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we want. We want to receive, and that's what I'm going to title this lesson. Receiving deliverance, or just simply just deliverance. All right, which is the action of being rescued or set free. Liberation, free, delivery, ransom, salvation, redemption. You see, the action of being saved, or the action of saving or being saved from sin, error, or evil, which evil is what? Bad times, and that's the times that we're coming into. So we want to receive that deliverance, okay? Matter of fact, it's a precept that comes to my mind. What's that? Psalms 18 and 17. He delivered me from my strong enemy, and from them which hated me, which this is a Psalm of David, and, we have a lot of enemies, everyone that is not for YAHAWASHI, that does not serve the power of heaven and earth, are our enemies, okay? And honestly, those they hate us because they hate the Most High as well, all right? And it says, and from them which hated me, for they were too strong for me. And that's right, and we can't deliver ourselves, man. That's why we need the man. We need YAHAWASHI, okay? Which his name is the what? He the deliverer, he the savior. And that is exactly what he's coming to do. And not only just that, he's coming to deliver, and he's also coming to destroy and to also devour at once, okay? But we want to receive the deliverance. We want to be saved. We want to be rescued. We want to receive the salvation of YAHAWAH, all right? Matter of fact, let's jump to the 48th verse. And it says, he delivered me from mine enemies, yea, thou liftest me up above those that rise up against me. Thou hast delivered me from the violent man. Who's the violent man? Esau, Edom, okay? And we need to be delivered from his ass too, man, because he's gonna he's gonna destroy himself here real soon. All right, that's why the Most High has given them that a great sword, just so they could fall by it. Just like YAHAWASHI told Peter, take up thy sword again, because Peter, he chopped one of the servant's ears off. YAHAWASHI pretty much told, hey man, don't pick up your sword again, because those that live by it, they pretty much, paraphrasing, they that live by it, they're gonna perish. And that's how Esau's gonna go out. See, the Most High, although the Most High did bless Esau. Yet nevertheless, he set his ass up pretty good because he lives by a sword, and that's how he's gonna fall. You live by the sword, you're gonna die by it. All right. Psalms 22:5, and it says, "They cried unto me." Or let me start at 1. It says, my power, why hast thou forsaken me? Why art thou so far from helping me? And from my word, and it says, and from the words of my roaring. It says, "O my power, I cry in the daytime, but thou hearest not, and in the night season, and I am not silent. But thou art holy, O thou that inhabitest the praises of Israel." And it says, our fathers trusted in thee, and it says they trusted, and thou didst deliver them. And it says, and they cried unto thee, and were delivered. They trusted in thee and were not confounded. You see that? And that's also what we have to do as well, trust in him. Because the Most High is not going to confound those that trust in him. That's exactly what he looks for, expects from us. That's his expectation from us, his people, to trust in him and to cry unto him and to ask for that deliverance. Ask and ye shall receive. And that's what we want to receive. Especially in the times that we're coming into, brothers. We're going to need that. We're going to need the trust in the Lord, and we're going to need his help and be delivered by him. This is Psalms 25:5, and it says, "Lead me in thy truth and teach me, for thou art my power of my salvation, and on thee do I wait all the day long." You see that? And that's who we wait for. We wait to be delivered, man. What is this? What is it? Where is it? No, it's not it. Here it is. Psalms 34:1, and it says, "And I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth." And it says, verse 2, "And my soul shall make her boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear thereof and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together." And it says, "And I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears." You see that? And he's going to deliver us from all these things. As long as we do our part and our end, the Most High, he's going to do his part on his. The Most High, he's not a man. How does it go? He's not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness. All right, when the Most High says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. As long as we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, he's going to help us. That's why we encourage one another daily. We exhort one another daily to what? To the good works, lest any of us be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. What was it? So 54. And the 7th verse, and it says here, verse 5, and it says, and he shall reward evil unto my enemies, cut them off in thy truth. I will freely sacrifice unto thee, and it says, and will praise thee, and will praise thy name. And it says, O Lord, for it is good, for he hath delivered me out of all my troubles, and my eyes have seen his desire upon mine enemies. You see that? And that's what we want to see as well, be delivered, so that we can see the reward of the wicked. To see our desire upon our enemies, which is then what? Being brought down, being destroyed. Okay. Psalms chapter 69 and verse 14, and it says, "Deliver me out of the mire, let me not sink. Let me be delivered from them that hate me, and out of the deep water." And that's right. We have a lot of people that hate us. You even have some family members who we don't talk to anymore, just simply off the fact that they know what we do. We come out to the highways and hedges, that what we believe in, and I can speak for that. Friends that, well, really they weren't ever our friends, but you had, maybe before you were in the truth, you had people you hung out with, and They seen you change, you know, because when you come into this truth, you become a different person. You become a different creature. You're never the same ever again when you come into this truth. Okay, and I can speak off of this personally. You know, old high school buddies of mine that I used to speak with, played sports with, you know, went on, you know, trips with, whatever the case may be. You know, they found out what I was doing, going out to the highways, you know, preaching and, you know, following after, you know, doing the will, you know, and they said, man, you changed, man, you know, and then they just, you know, cut ties, you know, not on any like, oh, you know, nothing like beef or anything, but just off the fact that, you know, I wasn't the same. I just stopped doing what they did. You know, I stopped going out. I stopped doing, you know, whatever I did with them. You know, I became distant, you know, and over time you just stop talking with one another, you know, and then eventually, you know, they'll show, you know, their hatred towards you. Ah, that nigga changed. He, you know, now he think he's all better than me. You know, all this and that. It's like, no, I'm not better than you. I'm trying to be better. You know, I'm doing better. And at the end of the day, yeah, I am better than you because I'm doing the will of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, what are you doing? You know, even family members, moms, dads, you know, brothers, sisters, you know, you say, hey, white people do, you know, all this stuff, man. You know, they end up hating you, and really, truly, without a cause, which is fine because we told them the truth. And the Apostle Paul said, "What? Have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth?" You know, but it's okay because we're being hated for whose sake? For YAHAWASHI sake, because that's the thing. You know, it is not, it's not a surprise that is so, because Yahushua said here himself that you're going to be hated. Matthew 24:9, and they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and they shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. You see that? So for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's sake, and I'm okay with that. I can live with that. You know, I'm sure you brothers could say the same thing. You know, Psalms 86:13. And it says, for great is thy mercy toward me, and thou hast delivered my soul from the lowest hell. And see, that's what we want. And this is also a prayer of David. It's one of my favorite prayers, you know, of many, but this is one that comes to mind, you know. And we want to be delivered from, because this captivity in which we're in, this is the lowest hell that we have seen our nation in. You know, this is the worst our people have ever been. You know, this is the lowest hell. And we want our souls to be delivered from the lowest hell, this condition, this state in which we're in, you know. And we will, as long as we keep doing what we're doing all the way into the end. And we got to do it to the end, whatever it takes. Psalms 107:6, and it says, and they delivered, it says, and they cried unto the Lord in their trouble, and he delivered them out of their distresses. You see that? You know, which us brothers, we're all, you know, we're not always, but there's times where you distressed, you stressed out, you fucking, you know, you slaving out here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nevertheless, the Most High is going to deliver us from any worries. You see, that's the thing. In Revelation, the 21st chapter, it says, there shall be no more pain, no sorrow, no crying. All those things are going to be of the past. All those things are going to be something that, you know, once was and never will be for us ever again. Because when the kingdom of heaven is established, it's going to be paradise. You know, we're not going to have to worry. We're not going to have to cry. You know, we're not going to have to be in any pain, man. We're going to be delivered from all of those things, man. From the sorrow, from the crying, from the pain, you know, from whatever we might suffer. You know, we're going to be delivered from all of that in due time. All starting with the elect, and even also the wicked of our people who die on this side, they also will be delivered from that. But they're going to have to learn death by pain. They're going to have to learn the hard way. And this is just how it is. But we're going to be delivered from all these things in due time. We just have to stay patient and continue to move on, continue to prevail, continue to keep on going. Okay. Psalm 116:1, I love the Lord because he hath heard my voice and my supplication, because he hath inclined his ear unto me. Therefore will I call upon him as long as I live. You see that? And it says, the sorrows of death compassed me, and the pains of hell got a hold of me, and it got hold upon me. And it said, and I found trouble and sorrow. And it says, then called I upon the name of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, O Lord. And it says, I beseech thee, deliver my soul. Be great. It says, gracious is the Lord, and righteous, yea, our power is merciful. And it says, and the Lord preserveth the simple, and was brought low, and he helped me. I was brought low, and he helped me. Return unto thy rest, O my soul, for the Lord hath dealt bountifully with me. For thou hast delivered my soul from death, my eyes from tears, and my feet from falling. You see that? And that covers everything from death to the tears to your feet, everything, man. And in small words, okay. And that's what we want. We want to be delivered from the death, from destruction to come, from the when the devil comes down with great wrath. When he knoweth that he hath but a short time. We want to be delivered from these things. We will, as long as we continue to endure unto the end, because he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right. So just something that was on my spirit, brothers, that I wanted to just touch up on. Just having to receive deliverance. Being saved from everything. And we're in that time where we will be saved. Lord's will we be found in that number. Adawan Ratazah. That is our hope. That is our expectation. And that's what we long for. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end here through the Spirit, Akim. I hope and I pray that this lesson was edifying, exhorting, and comforting. And as always, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, Bahashem YAHAWASHI, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone, GMS, for telling me this truth. And it's on to the next one, Hakim. Shalom.